The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
It's the boss, the gaffer of Central Coast Mariners men's team, Mark Jackson. Hello, Jacko.
Great to be here.
Oh, welcome.
Good morning. It's great to be in the office and see where all the magic happens.
I can't believe this is your first time because we've had the boys in here so many times over the years and it's your first go.
Yeah, it's surreal. I'm listening to you in the car driving in and it's a bit surreal being here. So yeah, it's good.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. First question off the bat, hard-hitting ABC style question. Okay, Jacko. When you came in, our producer CJ made you a coffee. She was very anxious about how it would go, how it would taste. She did say she prefaced it with going, it's only instant. How was it?
No, it was fine.
Okay, good.
It was caffeine. That was
It's okay to say it's terrible. The boss here made me one day and I had to admit it was terrible.
No, it was warm. It had caffeine in it. It was all right.
All right, let's talk Unite Round. For those playing at home at the moment that don't know what Unite Round is, that's basically where all the teams play over a one weekend at the same place. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a new concept for me as well, but it's something we experienced last year. So we're looking forward to it, and it's a little bit more extra spice on the game with it being an F1 derby as well. So we're really looking forward to that, and we're really looking forward to obviously supporting the women's team as well because they play the next day. So it's going to be a good event for everybody, and we've got our eyes set on the prize, which is 3 points. That's it.
Yeah. So yet to have a win this year, draws. How is that? Like it must be frustrating because you're going so close, but you're just not getting the biscuits.
Yeah, particularly the first three games in the draws. We thought we were in the games. We had some tough games there. Every game we play, every opposition we play against are really tough. Some good managers in there and players and what have you. But yeah, of course, we wanted a better start. We've been in this situation before. We've experienced that. It's not a case of just carrying on from last season. It's a case of us embedding new players into the team, which is always the case at the Mariners, and we know that embedding those new players in, getting them to fit into the culture and how we play, and it takes a little bit of time. And the boys are working hard every day. I'm going into training after this, and we're getting ready for the game. And listen, they're a great bunch of lads. We've got a great environment with the staff. We create that environment at our club, and the boys are giving everything, and we'll be fighting for that first win. And like I said before, we'll be supporting the women as well, who've had a fantastic start to their season, which is really, really important for the club as well and for them. We'll be trying to emulate what they've done and get those 3 points.
Just quickly, sorry, just on the women, I just want to mention that they're playing at Jubilee on Saturday, and entry is free. So if you are going down, the boys are playing on Friday night, and then the women are playing on Saturday down in Sydney, and you can get in for free, which is great. So get around then. They're playing really well at the moment.
And I love how there's so many little girls now who want to play soccer compared to like when I was a kid because of the Matildas and stuff, which is fantastic. But what I wanted to ask you is, because you've had so much success over the last few years, does that put pressure on the boys because they're trying to keep the momentum going? I mean, you've had an incredible couple of years. And do they feel that?
We talk about it all the time. There's an expectation from players as well. Even the new players coming in, they know what the club has achieved over the last two seasons, and they want to be part of that. That's kind of the why they want to come to the club.
Yeah, I bet.
It's enticing those players to come to the club to keep that. But it's a really difficult thing to do. Of course it is, to have that sustained success when you're losing so many influential players, and that's part and parcel of what we do at the Mariners. We give opportunity to young players, to players who are probably not where they want to be in their careers, and then they get the opportunity to go away. One example is Max Ballard. You saw him in the Socceroos squad. He's gone over to Holland. He's performing as one of the standout players in a top league in Europe. So that's fantastic to see, and seeing him get his Socceroo call.
Incredible. It must be bittersweet as a coach because you love them so much and you want to make them the best player they can be, knowing full well that by coaching them like you do and they improve as they do, that means they're going to leave you.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, bittersweet is an understatement sometimes, but it's great, and we're proud as coaches to be only a small part of their journey.
Yeah.
We always say that it's nothing to do with us as coaches. We do our bit, but it's all down to the players and what they do in their their dedication of what they've done over the years and what they continue to do. So we want them to progress, but then we have to get our eyes on it, that we have to now replace those players and get the other players who are coming in up to that standard.
Is there a team that they get to that's the one they want to start, like worldwide? Once they get there, that's it, and that's where they want to stay if they can?
We always say this to players, and we talk about the players all the time. What do you want to, why do you want to do it? And people have different motivations of why they want to do things, and that's fine. That's everybody's kind of intrinsic motivation of why they want to play. And most of the players I found when I first come here want to get over to Europe and play at the highest level possible.
And big money, right?
Yeah, with all due respect to the A-League, they want to go to the top leagues in Europe, and whether that's been the Premier League or Max is playing over in Holland now, so they want to earn that. And if it is money, that's fine. You want to look after your family.
But it also shows the quality of the A-League then, that they are here earning their chops, and then they've reached that level that it goes, okay, that's next. Like, that's showing you how good the A-League is becoming and it is getting.
I think so, yeah. And I think what we're seeing this year as well is a lot more young players in the A-League coming through. It's quite normal for us to have young players in. We've got a lot of young players in the team at the minute. So when you're talking about success, it's not always the end result or winning trophies, which is success.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody wants that, and we're striving for that, and we're going to strive for that this year and for the coming years as well. But it's about bringing players through, and we've got one player at the minute in Hayne Eames who's 16 years old, and he's played in the Champions League, he's played in the A-League, and young Dylan in goals, he's 18 years old, making his debut. So we've got an abundance of these players coming through. It's my job to blood them at the right time, to ensure that we don't give them too much too soon, we don't expose them too early, which is a delicate subject sometimes. But sometimes we have to do that because we only have a small squad, and if the players are performing, I'm quite eager to get them into the first team and let them shine.
Yeah, and Friday night's the perfect example of that. So it's the big one. You've got the number on the Jets the last few games in this derby. It's Friday night, happening down at Allianz Stadium. Tickets still available if you want to get around it. You can just head to ccmariners.com.au. This, all it takes is one win, and then it just get the roll on. It would be nice to get this one, wouldn't it? It would be lovely to get this one.
Of course it would. Like I said, we managed to have the bragging rights last year, but we want to do the same again. And like you said, we're fully focused on it now. The lads over the last week have been working really hard. They're going to continue that today once they get into training, and they'll be fully prepared. And we're waiting for. We always challenge the players that we in these games, particularly derby games, and we're going to have some supporters over there as well, which is fantastic. And
the supporter buses. I clicked on the link. I think there's 3 sold out heading down, which is fantastic.
Yeah, the Central Coast loves you. It's so exciting to be in a town where we have a team that we all just adore, and Central Coast goes crazy in the finals for the Mariners. I have to hit a real hard hitting question for you now, because sports journalism has been my specialty over the years. Do you like Ted Lasso?
Do I like Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
Stop!
No, I never.
You have to watch it because you're him.
No, I only watched it because I worked with Jesse Marsh, and there was a lot of comparisons to that when he in a good way. In a good way.
We love that show in here, and I love how he's always got beautiful, positive message for the team, and we are big fans of the show. We always have to ask all the boys when they come in here, do they like Ted Lasso? And if they don't, we judge them.
Do they? Right? Okay. Yeah. I'm not an avid fan.
Sorry, Gina.
So,
that's my final hard-hitting question I had.
You're out of
I'm
questions.
sorry for that.
Good luck on Friday night, where the whole coast is behind you. You know that. Then what is it? You're staying in Sydney, then you're jumping on a plane?
Yeah, the next morning we fly out early Saturday morning out to Japan to play on Tuesday, which is another challenging part of the season, but really exciting part, for us to be competing in the top Asian competition in the Champions League is great for the players, great for the club. We'll quickly recover the players, prepare them, jump on the plane and get on to the next game, which is, it's exciting. We want to play football games, and that's what footballers want to do. So, if it means us jumping on a plane and seeing Japan, then we'll go do that.
Love it.
Konnichiwa.
It's not a bad job. It's not a bad job.
Jacko, really appreciate you coming in this morning, mate. Good luck for Friday night, and then over in Japan as well. Mark Jackson, Central Coast Mariners manager.
The Gina and Maddie podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.